Me gusta! Hello, I'm SikhStar97, and in this Minecraft mod review, I will be reviewing the Power Orbs mod by TLHPoE. So I reviewed 2 of his mods already, and I think all of these randition things, as he calls them, are pretty cool, and he has a 3rd one that's come out called Power Orbs. And this adds 3 different orbs to the game that do different functions, and I'll be explaining the recipes and then what each one does. So like I said, there are 3 orbs that have been added in this first version of the mod, and the first orb is the Aqua Orb. This is made by putting water buckets in a crafting table, 8 of them, around a ender pearl. So the ender pearl is the one that you can, the ender pearl, the one that you shoot in the air and spawns you to wherever it lands. That's the ender pearl, and that creates an Aqua Orb. Now what Aqua Orb does is when you right click it with it in your hand, you set a block of water to wherever you're pointing to. If it's in mid-air, obviously nothing will happen. And then if you shift click and right click, it will actually, it won't set water on you, but it will simulate that. So if you're on fire or something and you shift click and right click mid-air with that orb in your hand, you will actually be put out in flame terms. Anyway, moving on, second orb is the Incipio Orb. Now this is made by putting an ender pearl in the middle of the crafting bench like the Aqua Orb and golden nuggets all the way around this. That makes an Incipio Orb. Now what this does is when you right click it, wherever you're standing, that will be your new spawn point. So it sets your spawn point at your current location. So when you die, you would actually go to that location and not your original spawn point or wherever your bed is or whatever you had your spawn point as before. And the third and final orb is the Levi's Orb, or Levi's Orb, I'm not sure how to say that. Anyway, that's made by putting an ender pearl in the centre of the crafting bench, as the other 2, and surround it with gold ingots. So it's a bit more expensive than the last one, which was just gold nuggets. So a whole gold ingots around it. That makes a Levi's Orb. Now why this is more expensive is because it doesn't just set your spawn, but it sets a waypoint. So you can set this waypoint to wherever you're standing by right clicking in there with it, but then if you shift click and right click, you will actually be teleported to that waypoint, so it makes it a bit more immediate than just setting your spawn. So I'm just going to show you all these orbs, and the first one's going to be the Aqua Orb. Now like I said, when you right click it in mid-air, nothing will happen, but if you right click a block or something with this orb in your hand, it will set a water block there, so you can do it as many times as you want to, but obviously you can see the damage goes down. So these orbs do have damage values, not sure what those are, but they're probably like, I don't know, 500 or something. And obviously, I don't want that there. But like what I was saying before about how if you shift click and right click, you simulate putting yourself out. Well, I can show you this now by setting myself on fire. So you can see I'm on fire, I'm getting damaged. And if I hold shift click, so I'm holding shift click and I right click, I get put out. So it's pretty cool. But again, that damages the damage value of the item. So now I'm going to show you the Incipio Orb, and like I said before, this orb sets your spawn wherever you currently are by right clicking in mid-air, and then when you die, you'll obviously spawn there. So let's say I stand down here, so I right click, you can hear a little ping sound. I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but there's like a pinging sound like when you get an XP orb. And now let's just put that away for safekeeping. Remember our spawn's down there. Let's move over here or something. There we go. And then we will run the command /kill, kill ourselves, respawn, and hey presto, we're where we set our spawn. So let's make sure that actually works by taking the orb again and going somewhere different. So let's say down here. So right click, won't need to worry about putting this in the chest. Let's run away over some over here, go a bit further than last time, and now if we go /kill, we'll die, respawn, and yep, we respawn here where we set our spawn. So that's the Incipio Orb. So now the third and final orb is the Levi's Orb, or Levi's Orb. I'll be calling it the Levi's Orb. And if you get it first, when you first craft it, it will say current waypoint X0, Y0 and Z0, because obviously nothing's been set. So if we go over here and we set our waypoint on this bit here, we'll right click, hear that XP orb sound again, and if we hover over it again, it will say our current waypoint, and we've set it to -322X, 75Y and Z195. So let's just go over here, and we can see that our X, Y and Z is different from where we set our waypoint. And now if we hold shift click, so I'm holding shift and then right click, we get teleported back to our waypoint. So that's pretty cool. Let's do it again. Let's set a waypoint on top of the crafting bench, Let's go over here. Okay, and now if we shift click again and right click midair, we'll get spawned back to where we set our waypoint. So that's the Levy's orb. So yeah, that has been the Power Orbs mod by TLHPoE. As far as glitch is concerned, there's none really, but I haven't tested this on a server, and I know there's a lot of stuff that arises, a lot of problems even that arise with stuff like this on servers, but I haven't tested that myself. As far as wishlist is concerned, what would be great if there was a chat message notification. So when you right click and set your spawn, there's nothing that really tells you that's happened except for that sound. But if you could have like a message saying spawn set or something, that would be cool. Another thing will be, for each of these, it will only activate once double clicked, because when you have the waypoint orb in CPL one I think, or the Levy's orb in your hand, you might accidentally right click and you don't want to set your spawn or set your waypoint there. So if you double click, there won't be really any accidental right clicks, because you wouldn't really double right click unless you wanted to. The third thing, which is quite a broad wish thing, is more orbs. This mod's got a massive potential, and you could have hundreds of orbs. So these include like fire placing orbs, obviously counteract the water placing orb, maybe an orb that kills mobs close in the area so that you can like sleep in the bed if there's like mobs nearby. There's a few ideas, but I'm sure there's loads more different kinds of orbs mod creator could make. So yeah, that has been the Power Orbs mod, and if you did like the video, please like it. If you've got any more suggestions for mods you want me to do, please put them in the comment section below, and yeah, hope to see you guys next video. Oh, at least that one's over, so let's just have a little what the secret place. What the hell? What? Click me, baby. Click me real hard. What the hell? What the F? To be fair, those creepers were retarded. Oh hey, my orb worked.